Welcome back to the show. As I indicated earlier, more rains is causing, stirring up painful emotions and causing some flood scare in Kumasi, where residents have abandoned their homes and city authorities are scrambling for a lasting solution. 6 people died, as you know, last week in the floods. We'll be going live to the Ashanti regional capital, where Erastus Asari Donko is standing by for us. But in the meantime, let me bring you back to Accra and JoyNews agenda, which is returning with a focus this week on sanitation at bus terminals. We'll tell you a bit more because according to the UN, Ghana's capital, Accra, produces 300 tons of plastic waste in a day, and that's enough to fill about 10 40-footer containers. The city has a lot of beautiful sites, but there are many more places inundated with filth not befitting of a nation's capital. My colleague Benis Abubedu went out to find out how waste is managed in the place believed to generate a lot of waste: bus terminals.
The 37 minibus and taxi station is one of the biggest in the city. Buses move from here to Kaswa, Ashaman, Spintex and many other towns. It's a really busy place with traders, headquarters, food and other vendors. Waste here, especially plastic ones, is generated by those who work here. Thus, the drivers of minibuses, popularly called trotros, and their conductors, traders, food vendors, and a lot of it by passengers in the buses. I'm in an Osu-bound trotro here to find out from passengers what their struggles are dealing with waste, or when they have to dispose of the remains of something they've eaten.
Or you can, It's very difficult to dispose any waste because there's no dustbin in the car. In the car, the passenger car we are sitting in right now, you can imagine that we are squeezing ourselves. We don't have space in the car. And where are you going to drop it? So the best way to do is either drop it in the car or take it home. But on the road side we are going, there's no dustbins on the road side. Now you can get down and pour in. There's nothing there.
I spotted a young lady munching on something. I just want to find out from her what she's going to do with the waste of that particular thing she's eating. Hello.
Well, actually, she's going to put it into her bag. We'll just take it home. That's what I told her, because she can't throw it around, and putting the trotros is not nice. So we just take it home.
So is that what you always have to do anytime buy something?
Yeah.
How easy or convenient is it for you to always keep rubbish in your bag?
Well, it's not that convenient, but we don't have a choice.
I keep it myself. When I go home, then I dispose it off. Most of the times, like the man was saying, the driver will not allow you to put it in the car. And so if they're able to design a simple dustbin in the trotro, so we all keep it there.
On the day of my visit, I saw an old woman picking plastic waste that had been cleared onto the streets from the buses parked on the streets. She told me she sells them for a fee quoted by buyers. It would have been such a relief if all the waste at the station was cleared up almost immediately like this. Most of it, however, is cleared inside the main station. The driver's conductors sweep them onto the ground, and without setting out to cause any damage, the wind carries the waste. Unfortunately, some of it ends up here. I'm shown an open culvert by one GPRTU executive. There's water mixed with cooking oil, rotten vegetables, and plastic waste. It's also used as a urinal by some of the men here. Very close by sits a large bin provided by the Dade Kotopong Assembly, LATMA, but according to managers at the 37 station, it's usually full, and for over a month they've had to manage a heap of rubbish on the ground because the city authorities have failed to empty the container. Just in the opposite direction, a lady is busily preparing a local dish. The stench in that part of the station is very nauseating. Managers here don't only have to deal with unattended waste, they also claim those mandated by the authority to clean up the place do so haphazardly, leaving them no choice but to get someone else to manage the waste. For Kofi Frimpong, the GPRTU chairman at the 37th station, this is how best to deal with the waste problem there.
It's not only dustbin. You can find a rubber to know that maybe anything you tell the budget, if somebody drink ice water or ice cream, they should give it for the mate to put inside. Normally we have some small bags, we give it to them. You see, this kind of our 207, we cannot put the dustbin in because of the space. And now, you see how people are paying the refuse moment. If you are coming from your house, they can put it inside a sack. Then they left it in the car, or they left it in the ground. So we have a very big challenge. You see, this place is a center station. So every day and day, people used to come and enjoy the chairman. Chairman, you are not doing well. And we used to give them complaint. So yesterday, I saw the sanitation officer here asking me that, I heard that you are doing this. I said, you are not every year. If we are saying that they should give the sanitation listening to us for us to monitor. Formally, we are doing it. But the past government, they went and doing after this thing, they come and took it from our hands.
This station is just one of many with similar sanitation challenges. What would it take for Ghana to comprehensively deal with our waste problem? For JoyNews, I'm Bernice Abubudu.